بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن استنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين أما بعد. My dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I pray that Allah Azza wa Jal has brought you to the month of Ramadan in good health and in high iman. I ask that Allah Azza wa Jal make the month of Ramadan a means of you having your sins forgiven, having your heart softened to the Quran, that Allah multiply your good deeds. And I also ask of you guys that you make dua for me, that Allah forgive me for my wretched sins and for my bad deeds and forgive me for my shortcomings. So in this video, really, I just wanted to jam with you guys a little bit. I just wanted to give you guys a little reminder. Perhaps I can remind you of something that you had forgotten or bring a new bit of knowledge to you if you didn't know it, just in the hope that I might earn a little bit of reward from Allah Azza wa Jal. I could use this small audience that I have, that I can use it to earn a little bit of extra reward for myself. So, we should remember that this is the month of the Quran, right? Like most of the time when people introduce, especially to non-Muslims, what Ramadan is, we explain it by saying, it's the month when we fast. But this isn't how Allah introduced the month of Ramadan to us. Allah Azza wa Jalla says in Surah Al-Baqarah, He says, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. He says the month of Ramadan. This is the only time when Allah Azza wa Jalla uses the word Ramadan in the Quran as well. There are other times when Allah says words for fasting, Siyam and Sawm and others, but the actual month Ramadan, the only time when it's mentioned in the Quran is in this ayah, when Allah says شهر رمضان, the month of Ramadan, الذي أنزل فيه القرآن, that which was revealed in it, the Quran. So it's the month in which we should come closer to the Quran, we should make the effort to know the Quran. And of course, naturally, there are lots of people who aren't fasting. Obviously people who are traveling, people who are sick, etc. So if Ramadan was the month of fasting, it would mean that those people weren't having Ramadan, but they are still having Ramadan, right? Even when they're not fasting, like our children and our elderly and, those who are sick and people who aren't fasting for whatever reason. So this is the month of the Quran. So make an effort to attend Tarawih if you can. If you can or if you can't, then make sure you're sitting with the Quran regularly throughout this month and that you're bringing yourself closer to it. So then after that, basically there aren't going to be any videos on this channel for the whole of Ramadan, I don't think. My wife's in Somalia, and I'm looking after my son, so I'll just be quite busy, really. But I am doing some videos, just not on this channel, because really I don't really know what the future of this channel is. I don't really know where it's going, inshallah. I want to make videos for you guys. I want to bring value to you guys. I want to interact with you guys. I'll never ever forget that this is the channel that kind of put me on, right? This is the channel. You are the community who watched my videos in the very beginning, back in the Waraya and the Shah Somali, back in those days. It's big channels like you, Sister Hoden over Integration TV, and you, Brother Abdi Hafiz at Universal Somali TV, who spotted me doing my work, my Somali language videos and stuff, and you put me on. And you helped me build my community, and you looked out for me. So I'll never ever forget you guys. I'll never ever forget that. But just going forward on this channel, I'm not really sure what type of content I'm going to create and to what degree I'm going to serve this. So basically, what videos am I going to create this month? So I've launched a project / show / just a passion really, called Unpick Arabic, and it's a show. It's sporadic at the moment, but I want to make it a weekly show, and then inshallah, I'd like to make it a daily show. I launched it on the 1st of Ramadan. Let's have a look at the intro video. Actually, I'll put it in here so you can watch it.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
So basically I launched this project, and the idea of it is just around us knowing that the Arabic language is packed with gems, knowing that you can take an Arabic, a proverb, or you can take something from grammar, or you can take something from Arabic poetry, and basically in the episodes I literally unpick the Arabic, right, to bring out the gems and the insights for you guys. So So that's what I'm doing, right? I've already launched one episode. We've unpicked the word Ramadan, what its Arabic root is, where it comes from. I'm just really going into the religious, historical, and linguistic depth of that one word. So there'll be some videos where I break down one word. There'll be some videos where I break down a verse of poetry. There'll be some videos where we unpick an ayah from the Quran or something like that. So that's what I'm doing, right? That's what I'm focusing on at the moment. That's the project that I've launched and that I love, and those are the videos I'm going to be making. And throughout that time, I'm going to be thinking what I'm going to do with this channel, inshallah. Because me having, like, really, I'm primarily an Arabic language teacher. Like, that's what I do, and that's what I'm most qualified for. And at the end of the day, I'm just not good enough at Somali for me to, with integrity, use this channel as a Somali language teaching platform. Do you know what I mean? Like I make videos about the stuff that I'm learning, right? But I've never ever put myself across as being like a scholar of Somali, or like, I've never ever introduced myself as that. And I think with that being the case, there's a limit to how far this channel goes, without it being what I like the idea of it becoming, which is more just like my personal channel, where I do a range of stuff. I'll talk about behind the scenes stuff with the Unpick Arabic show, do some Islamic reminders, talk to you about, our work down here in Cornwall in the Muslim community down here, as well as some Somali language videos, as well as other stuff about me, because I'm obviously learning all the time. I'm learning about my wife's language and her culture and everything like that. So, no doubt I'll have a trip to Somalia at some point, and I'll vlog that heavily, of course, because I'm sure that'll be fascinating for a lot of you guys. So basically, I'm going to think about what's going to happen with this channel, and then maybe I'll put out a video on Eid or something. I'll do another Eid 1x and video for you guys. So I'm just going to think about where this channel is going to go, because recently I did, on an Instagram story, on my Son of Somali Instagram, I basically said, like, what would you guys think if I changed the name? Like, if I changed it from Sam of Somalia to something else? Because it's not very congruent for me to be an Arabic teacher and have Arabic language projects going on. Then my personal channel is called Sam of Somalia. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, and it's just a name at the end of the day. Like, the names don't really matter that much. But I mean, just for me in my head, just for it to be easy to convey to people. And a lot of people, it was about 50-50, right? Like, 50% of the people who responded to it were like, yeah, you should change the name. It shouldn't be Sam of Somalia anymore. And that's interesting, right? That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, when I started Sam of Somalia, if I had known more about YouTube, it probably would have just been my personal vlog. But like, when I started YouTube, I didn't know anything about YouTube, right? Like, if you go back and watch my early videos, they're poorly edited, poor quality. Like, but I just came with raw passion. Like, I just came with things that I was learning, and I wanted to share them with you. That was all I came with. And I think I sort of was under the impression that you had to have a niche. You had to have a topic that your channel was about. But I didn't know about, I didn't know about vlogging. I didn't know about people having like a broad channel where you talk about a number of different things, or you just talk about what you're up to and stuff. And I think that is where my channel would have been rightly placed, really. But I just named it, not really thinking about that, not really having any knowledge of YouTube or of building an audience or anything like that. But now, we're at, like, I'm in a position now where I have, over 20,000 subscribers across my channels, and I'd like to iron things out a little bit. I'd like things to be sort of a bit more streamlined for myself, because something, about me is that, like, mental clarity is something that is really, really important to me. Like, it's only really, of any of you watching this, it's only really my wife who knows about me, that I'm like a hardcore minimalist, that I own about 8 possessions. My dream would be to own like one Quran, my phone. I'd have about 8 pairs of the same clothes, so I didn't have to think about that. My car. I'd rather just have a bike even. Like, you'd have less to worry about if you had a bike, but obviously I've got a wife and kid and I need to have a car, but like I'd love to just have things really streamlined. But at the moment, like, I've got like, Sam of Somalia, different platforms, Sam of Somalia. I've got Arabic with Sam, different platforms, Arabic with Sam. I've just launched Unpick Arabic, and I just want it to be clean. Like, I just like to have like a personal channel, and then Unpick Arabic. And that'd make things a lot clearer in my head, and it would mean that you guys would get a lot more content from me. You'd hear a lot more from me, because it'd just be clean and easy. I wouldn't have to think about where does this video belong. Because at the moment, on my Instagrams, Like, I'm like, where does this video even belong? Where does this bit of content even belong? Like, is this an Instagram story that should go in Sam of Somali or go in something else? So, basically, all you guys really need to know is Unpick Arabic YouTube channel, and unpickarabic.com. The videos will be available on there. But I'm going to do about 5 or 6 maybe throughout Ramadan of these little episodes for helping people learn the Arabic language and inspiring people to learn Arabic as well, and nurturing love for the Arabic language in the hearts of the believers. That's kind of the main aim of the project. So I'll be doing those, right, over on that channel. This channel, as I say, probably won't have anything until I decide what on earth I'm doing by the end of Ramadan, inshallah. Yeah, so that's about it. I hope my reminder benefited you guys a little bit. Jazakumullahu khair for your patience. I know there's not been a whole lot of consistency on this channel, but thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, thanks for being part of it. Please remember me in your du'as. Please remember my little boy in your du'as. Please remember the rest of my family in your du'as. Please ask Allah Azza wa Jal, when you're prostrating to him in the night, that he guide my family of the non-Muslims to Islam. My mum, my dad, my brother, my sister. May Allah soften their hearts to Islam. May Allah guide them. May Allah guide us. And may Allah allow us to reap the rewards and mine the gems of the blessed month of Ramadan. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.